When I asked Ferdy what I needed to do to prepare for the Red Bull X-Alps, he said that my fitness as an average Kiwi would be enough. I just needed to fly 200 kilometres in the mountains. X-Alps is the great game. It's all about using the full day and doing whatever is possible. You have to get up the hill, but flying is by far the most important part. While flying in competitions is the usual advice given to improve your flying, I like doing things my own way. I was more interested in setting records. During the Southern Alps season before my debut X-Alps, my official supporter Louis got me started on this.
Magic, really, just like magic.
The video I made of this season's flying is pretty awesome, but it didn't get so many views. Go and check it out. I was figuring out what I needed to do to get better.
Well, definitely my longest in New Zealand, just a bit longer than my one of the day before yesterday. And I'll have to say I'm a little bit disappointed because I was flying from so early. Before 10 o'clock I was in the air and I was flying real fast. I just couldn't figure out how to get past here. And in the Hunter I had similar issues. I sort of paint myself into a corner, but yeah, that's the southeaster pushing me out. But hey, it's a pretty awesome spot to be.
When I returned to New Zealand after the X-Alps, it would be more of the same. Here I flew 200 kilometres for the first time in New Zealand, by a paraglider or by a hang glider, and this was not repeated for many years. Except by myself less than 2 weeks
I
later,
landed
a
after my
record that still
longest ever
stands.
flight, and I was stopped by the cloud at the edge of the Mackenzie Basin, as was Brian, who I'd been chasing all day but managed to keep a good lead on me. Just an amazing day, amazing thermals, pretty cold, pretty hungry and tired now.
Both flights were part of a vol biv, just taking advantage of the conditions I found myself in, rather than trying the same route each day that had a good weather forecast.
We've got thermals here above Huxley, bloody hell! Woo! This may have been what Brian was saying, the best thermal he's had in a long time. He did mention something on the radio. It's a cracker. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go that way. It looks too gnarly. Follow these clouds, I think. But let's see if we can cross onto the jolly. Gee, this is a bit wild. Beautiful colour on Pukaki. Things have started shutting down. Bit of shade and it's starting to get late. But hell, this has been an awesome flight. My second ever 200 Ks. So anything now is a bonus.
What helped me to do these flights was my willingness to go deep, to try, and to be comfortable to fail. After 2 years of amazing flying, I found I was not as skilled when I flew in a standard comp in Manila. People often ask if studying meteorology has helped my flying. By flying a lot, you'll get a feel for how the air works, but it is a bit like what Richard Feynman says about a flower. Its beauty can be recognised without any training, but as a scientist you see many other beautiful things. There are more layers of complexity. In Bali, during the days the cumulonimbus storm clouds would build over the islands, and these clouds would then be pushed out over the sea by the trade winds in the evenings. There they'd continue to be active all night long, with the water retaining heat as the land cooled, and the cloud tops cooling to enhance the instability which drives the cloud.
Shaking around, going through 5 metre sink it was 4 before. Shit, probably should be here.
After my year of studying meteorology, I had some more practical experience with wave. A few days later, I pushed things with borderline conditions a bit too far. I talk about sporting risk where you risk the game but not your life. In the real world, it's easy to get led down the garden path and find yourself in trouble as one thing leads to another.
Here we go.
Being competitive can make it more fun, or it can take the fun out of it. How has flying for a number affected you?